I've finally managed to get through the Vinted Pro verification process as a UK sole trader. What a nightmare. If you want to know how I got through it, stay tuned. Welcome back to Cookie in the Haydens. I'm Car Boot Chris. I'm a full-time reseller. It's what I do for my job, and I operate mainly on eBay and also whatnot. But Vinted Pro recently came out, and I signed up to it. Actually, signing up to Vinted Pro itself wasn't that difficult. It was basically a choice of two. You either convert your current Vinted account into a Pro account, or you open up a new one. You're allowed to have two accounts, one of each. But when you have one of each, it does cause some complications, especially if you only have one phone number, one email address and all that business, because you have to have different ones for each account, which is a pain in the backside in itself. When the Vinted Pro became open in the UK, I signed up for it and I created a brand new Vinted Pro account. I kept my personal account separate. I wanted to upgrade my normal account, but when I spoke to Vinted's customer service, I asked them if I could change my username because it was an old username. It was a Movie Fusion username that I had from ages ago. That's my old business name. That's not my business name anymore. So I asked them on that basis, could I change my username? It does say in their T's and C's, you can change your username under certain circumstances. I would have thought swapping to a business account and therefore wanting your brand to be correctly represented on the platform would have been a suitable reason to change your name. But no, it's not. It's not a valid reason. It's another one of these stupid Vinted things. I think their reasoning was to me that they want to make sure that buyers can track their purchases, and when you change your name, it kind of stops it being tracked. It's a nonsense. It's an absolute nonsense. It's not that difficult to actually set up a Vinted Pro account. Most of you have been setting them up, and you can do one of the two options, and you should immediately start being able to buy and sell using your new Vinted Pro account. But actually, that's not being verified as such, verified. So the official verification takes place when you submit your identification documents, which is either your driving license or your passport, plus you input your official business information and you send off some, which is non-specified, by the way, business identification documents. As a sole trader, they don't actually tell you what documents they want. And I think that is mainly because they're not prepared to operate like this in the UK yet. It's as simple as that. They keep asking for French documents. Well, we're not in France. We've signed up to Vinted Pro UK. And this is the battle that you have at the moment. And hopefully it will be resolved soon once they've got a proper team working on Vinted Pro UK, because that's what they need. So I've submitted these documents probably somewhere between 10 and 15 times, and it gets rejected every single time. You contact customer service at Vinted, then they are next to useless. They constantly ask you for French documents. They don't understand what a sole trader is in the UK. I'm not sure they understand what a limited company is. I mean, why would they? These are what appear to be French customer service agents who don't know a lot about how the UK operates, and they're not even prepared to tell you exactly what documents to send, and that's why they're constantly getting rejected. I do need to give a big shout out to George Ross. I did contact George because I saw a few weeks ago that he had managed to get verified, so I contacted him and I asked him how he'd gone about it, and he was talking about changing your name on your account settings page to match. So yeah, that's what I did. Now I also need to give a big shout out to somebody who I don't know who it is. Now that might sound mad, but I saw somebody on either a video or a live show on YouTube or maybe even on Instagram who had put that they'd managed to get through verification as a sole trader. And what they did on their business documents is they made a PDF of 3 documents. They made a PDF with their tax return from 23-24. They also added their tax summary page, and they added their national insurance document, all to one PDF, and used that. And that's what I did. And I think that also helped to get through the process. You're probably thinking, well, if I can buy and sell on Vinted Pro, why bother going through this verification process? Well, initially, and I'll hold my hands up and say I got this wrong. Initially, I thought that by going through the verification of payment, it would enable your payments to be made to you faster, because on Vinted Pro, you have to wait 14 days from the point of delivery before your payment is released to your account. Bit of a bummer, but that's the way it is. You just got to manage your cash flow. I was wrong in thinking that by verifying, that would then be like a normal process on a normal Vinted account, which you would get your payment when it is confirmed as delivered. That is not the case. As far as I'm aware, unless someone tells me different, that is not the case. You still have to wait 14 days. But one of the reasons probably is a good idea to get verified is you don't want to hit a brick wall at some point. If you're building your Vinted Pro account, I'm guessing that at some point when you reach a payment threshold or a number of items listed or something like that, you're going to get a prompt from Vinted Pro to get verified. And I don't want to put a load of effort and a load of work into Vinted Pro unless I'm verified, and so that I don't have to worry about being told to stop trading or having my money frozen or something like that. I don't know if that is true, pure speculation, but I would expect at some point, if you're not payment verified with Mango Pay, then Vinted are going to stop you at some point and say you've got to do it. I'm still getting rejected after 13, 14 attempts. So actually what I did, I decided I would email Mango Pay. Well, that was a waste of time. Vinted blame Mango Pay blame Vinted. But it didn't get me anywhere, or at least I don't think it did. Last week, I got a notification from Vinted that my verification was accepted. Hallelujah, accepted, I'm good to go. No. 24 hours later, rejected again. So I was so close, but so far. And at this point, I am just so annoyed. Rejected the next day within 24 hours. So I contacted Vinted and I said, what's going on? I've been accepted, then I've been rejected. And they said, please try it one more time and use the same details. Day later, accepted again. And cross my fingers, touch wood, whatever else, it stayed as accepted. So I've been verified. And there is a little tick box on my profile that says something like this seller follows EU law or regulations or something like that, even though I'm not actually in the EU. But yeah, that's on there, but only visible to me. I don't think it's visible to you guys as the public. But that's the only change that I've noticed in the sort of settings pages. After I spoke to George Ross, here's what I did. There are 5 places on your settings account that has either your name or your business name. And I think this is key. And this is what George was telling me. So big up to George. I changed them all to my personal name, my full name, as it is written on my tax return, on my national insurance number, and on my tax summary, all that stuff. It's all the same. It's not Car Boot Chris. My actual business name is Car Boot Chris Enterprises. But because I'm a sole trader, that Car Boot Chris Enterprises means nothing to anybody. It's not a registered name. I'm not a limited company. I'm a sole trader, so it means nothing. So therefore, it's not written on any documents. So I guess that might be key. It probably is key as to getting through this process. Make sure your name in all 5 of those places, and I'll try and pop it on screen, 5 spots, always your name as it's written on your document. You might have to contact Vinted customer support to do that on some of those names. When you do your PDF, do what I did and do what was suggested to me by that unknown person. Thank you so much for the suggestion. That again might have been a reason why, if you know who you are, if that was you. Make a PDF, you can do it for free, with your most recent tax return, your tax summary document, and your national insurance document, which shows your number and your name and stuff. All those documents you can download on your HMRC page on the portal thing. You can download all those documents. It's all readily available. Put them into one PDF and use that. And after that, that should get you through. It got me through if you do all those things. However, Vinted are so unpredictable, I wouldn't guarantee that it would get you through. I also don't have any advice at all on if you are a limited company, because that is a whole other ball game. Oh, I've got a text on the Cookie and the Haydens hotline. That means I've got a question from one of you guys. Hi Chris, just wondered why you never take any coin change with you, as you always seem to struggle with notes, especially for smaller purchases. I just get a bag of pound coins from my local Aldi, so I don't keep having to break notes. Thanks, Jeff from Marple. Thank you very much, Jeff. Thanks for the question and the comment. So basically, I do take change. You might not see it on the videos, but I always take change. And how I do that is I go to my post office just up the road, and you can go to any post office counter and you can draw money out on your card, like a cash machine. So what I'll do is I'll say, can I have £200 out, please? And can I have a bag of pound coins and a bag of 50p's if possible? And normally it's okay. So they'll give me 170 quid in notes and 30 quid in coins. And that's what I normally do at every boot sale. Now, whether the fact is or not that you see me using those coins every time, sometimes I cut the video so you don't see me pay. Sometimes I'll pay with notes. Sometimes I'll pay with coins. And it all depends on where I'm at the boot sale. If I'm early doors, if it's later on. And it all depends what the purchase is. If I think the person has got change, I might ask, they might not. It varies. I don't always use the coins every time, because I don't want to run out of coins too soon and leave me a bit screwed a bit later on. So I just decide each time, like, whether I'm going to use the coins. If anyone else wants to drop me a message or a question on the hotline, it's on the screen right now. You can send a text, or you can leave a voicemail and I'll feature it in a future video. That's it. I hope you find this video really useful, and I hope you manage to get verified on your Vinted Pro account soon. Drop us a comment, let me know what you think. Have you had the same problems? Have you managed to get through the verification without much problem? What did you do to get verified to try and help other people? Put it in the comments below, just in case your process was a bit different to mine. And in the meantime, I'll put a couple of videos up here. One there, and yeah, I'll bang a couple of useful ones up there that you might find interesting. There's also a subscribe button just down here, so don't forget to hit that. It really does help. I'd love to see some more subs coming my way. We'll see you soon. Take care.